Ravens fans, the situation just got even hotter for our team. Just when you thought the season was already on fire, the scene just changed completely. Patrick Queen, one of our most beloved defenders, is now one of the top names on our rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's right. After an unexpected departure, he's now preparing to face the team that saw him grow and shine alongside him. And if you think this isn't going to stir up the energy of the game, you're seriously mistaken. This rivalry just got even more intense, and what's coming promises to be explosive. Stay until the end, because you'll understand how this showdown could turn the game for the Ravens, and how the matchup against the Steelers will have a special spice to it. Go Ravens! Patrick Queen was always that player Ravens fans hoped to see grow and shine with the team. He was drafted by the Ravens in 2020 and quickly made a name for himself, becoming a key piece in the defense. Year after year, he earned the fans' affection, showing he had what it took to be one of the team's great defensive leaders. In 2023, his hard work paid off with a Pro Bowl spot, which made the fans even more confident about his future with the Ravens. But, to everyone's surprise, a change in the team led to him ending up on the opposite side of the field. The shift happened when the Ravens signed Roquan Smith, a linebacker who came in strong and quickly took a prominent role in the defense. The Ravens decided to make a heavy investment in him, offering a long and generous contract to make him the defensive cornerstone of the team. With this decision, the team had no room to keep Queen, leaving him free in the market. It was an unexpected moment for the fans, who never imagined seeing Queen out of a Ravens uniform. But unfortunately, the team's priorities had shifted, and Queen had to find a new home. This is where the Steelers came in with an offer, giving Queen the chance to continue his career, now as a rival of the Ravens. This turn of events surely caught the fans by surprise, but Queen seems to have embraced the new opportunity. Now wearing the colors of the greatest rival, he's more motivated than ever to prove the Ravens made a mistake. That feeling of rejection, by the way, goes beyond the field and affects Queen deeply, as he recently revealed. Being sidelined by the Ravens was something that really affected Patrick Queen. After 4 years giving his all for the team, he didn't expect to leave like that. In a recent interview, he was very candid and said that he wasn't wanted back in Baltimore, and that really took him by surprise. For a player who always gave his best, finding out that the team he wanted to stay with preferred to let him go was a tough blow. The feeling of rejection was clear, and for Queen, this unexpected departure still leaves scars. Queen really wanted to continue his journey with the Ravens, especially after so much time of dedication and growth. Yet, even with his good numbers on the field and the support of the fans, the team chose not to offer him a contract renewal. It's natural for him to be upset. After all, it's not easy to see all that effort and loyalty dismissed. Now, instead of defending Baltimore, he'll be on the front lines for the Steelers, and he promises to do everything he can to prove he deserves more recognition. Today, Queen wears the rival's jersey but still carries the desire to prove that Baltimore made a mistake. Of course, this reunion with the Ravens on Sunday will be a special moment. The motivation to show his strength is high, and he can't wait for the showdown to happen. And you, fan, do you think Queen deserves to show his former team what they're missing? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss this historic matchup. With this new motivation, Quinn also had to adjust to a new defensive dynamic with the Steelers, something that took quite a bit of adaptation in the beginning. After moving to the Steelers, Patrick Queen had to quickly adjust to a new defense and a different playing style. In Baltimore, he was used to a well-defined role, but now, in Pittsburgh, the situation was different. He had to learn to play in a different defensive system, focusing on stopping the run, with a team of stars around him, such as TJ Watt and Cameron. This type of adjustment is never easy, and took some time for Queen to fully settle into the new scheme. Early on, Queen admitted he wasn't performing as well as he would have liked. He had to look within and realize he needed to improve. It was a mental and physical challenge, but he didn't let that discourage him. Hard work began to pay off, and he adjusted to the rhythm and standards of his new defense. Over time, Queen became an important part of the Steelers' scheme, especially in stopping the run, which is essential to the team. Today, he's much more comfortable and confident in his new role. Still, he remains determined to show his best football and, of course, prove he still has plenty to offer. And with this new phase, Queen reached a level where he wants to prove his value goes beyond what the Ravens thought. With the revenge game against Baltimore approaching, it will be interesting to see how Queen performs against his old team. Alright, we're halfway through the video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't hit that like button yet. It's super important for YouTube to keep recommending my content, and this way I can keep bringing you updates. So, go ahead and drop a like on the video. It's free, right? Thanks. Let's keep going. Patrick Queen never hid how much the situation with the Ravens affected him, and the game against them will be a golden opportunity to show that the Ravens made a mistake by letting him go. The pain of rejection is there, but it's turned into motivation. Queen knows he has something to prove, and the chance to do so in one of the NFL's biggest rivalries, Steelers versus Ravens, is a unique opportunity. This game will be more than just another regular season match. It's Queen's chance to write his own story and maybe avenge how he was left behind. He knows that facing Baltimore will be personal. He's not just playing against a team. He's playing against the decisions made by the Ravens manager. For Queen, this will be a revenge game, a chance to show everyone, especially the Baltimore fans, that he still has a lot to offer and that the Ravens may have underestimated his value. When he puts on the helmet and steps onto the field, it will be hard to ignore the emotional weight this showdown carries. With all this in mind, the game is the perfect setting for Queen to showcase his best football, and the tension in the air will be palpable. What's at stake isn't just the result of the game, but the chance for Queen to get back at those who didn't want him back and make Baltimore feel his absence. When we talk about the Steelers and the Ravens, we know it's never just another game of the season. It's rivalry in action. Pittsburgh and Baltimore have one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL, with every matchup bringing intensity and emotion at every second. And for Patrick Queen, this game will carry even more emotional weight, as he will be playing for Pittsburgh against the team that drafted him and, in the end, decided to let him go. Now, Queen has the chance to do more than just win. He wants to show that the Ravens made a mistake by not keeping. The rivalry between these two teams is known for its ferocity. Every play is marked by pressure and competition, and now Queen has a personal motivation that will make this game even more explosive. For him, it's not just about defending the Steelers' colors. It's about getting back at the team that no longer wanted his talent. After all he did for Baltimore, being a pillar of the defense and earning the fans' love, seeing his departure to the rivals is something that will fuel him throughout the game. He will be thirsty to show the world, and especially Ravens fans, that he had a lot more to offer than the team thought. This matchup will be historic not just because of the rivalry itself, but also because of Queen's added motivation. With him on the field, the tension will be tangible, and everyone will know he's playing for something more. When the whistle blows, it won't just be a football game. It will be Queen's chance to show the Ravens what they've lost and make his mark on the greatest rivalry in the NFL. So, Ravens fan, what do you think about this twist? This game against the Steelers is going to be a true test, and with Patrick Queen on the field, the rivalry has never been more intense. Now, it's time to show that despite the changes, the Ravens are still ready for the battle. What do you think will happen in this showdown? Will Queen manage to show what the Ravens lost by letting him go? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss this historic game. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Go Ravens!